Boy, Mersh, you're going to feel really bad about yourself.
Playing a lot of Deborah Norville lately.
I know. You know what?
She's holding up, though. Good for her.
It's because, let's still give it to her.
Look, you marry some broad, and you make it to your 50s and 60s with her, and she looks like this.
And you look like Deborah Norville, you've done well.
You're all right. You're like, goddamn, my wife's 60. We could still go out.
So Alec Baldwin had his first interview.
Did he shoot anybody?
Well, here's the thing. He swears to God, and you're going to hear it in the clip, he swears to God that he didn't pull the trigger. The gun just fired itself. I swear to God, that's what he's saying, okay?
No, he's not.
Baldwin is speaking out in his first sit-down interview about fatally shooting a cinematographer on the movie set. Baldwin says the accident is the worst thing that's ever happened to him, but he...
No, it's the worst thing that ever happened. It's the worst thing It's the worst thing that's ever happened to her and her family. You out of touch fuck.
Did he really say
Yeah, he really said that. He really did say that. Look, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me when I murdered that person.
Did he just take the Donald Trump thing to such a level where he's like, you know what? I'm gonna be as hateable as I think Trump is.
No, the problem is with all these people that criticize Trump, we found out, like Andrew Cuomo and Alec Baldwin, they're more like Trump than Trump is Trump, right? They're more like him.
Yeah. That's what I was saying about Andrew from day one.
Right.
Because it was like, oh my God, you're more like Trump than you will ever admit. Never admits he's wrong. Yeah, look, I don't know. What do you want from me? I'm just a guy from New York. What do you want?
Is the worst thing that's ever happened to him, but he insists he did not pull the trigger.
Guns fire themselves.
Yeah. Hey, Alec, as a guy who owns several guns that you would like to see taken away, I understand, and most gun owners understand, it is physically impossible. I wouldn't say impossible, but so unlikely. Like, for instance, when I first got a semi-auto, I never carried with one in the chamber. It made me nervous. It makes a lot of people nervous when they first carry a gun. And then I educated myself, and I watched enough videos, and I read enough statistical data. A gun does not go off by itself. It doesn't. Like, I carry one in the chamber now because I've read up on it, and it's like, okay, if you take 100,000 guns and drop them on the floor 100 times, maybe if you do it enough times with 1,000,000 guns, one might go up. But it's such a and even then, that would be a manufacturer defect.
Bro, it was a revolver. Even with all that, remember, it was a revolver.
Oh, my God, it's a cowboy movie.
Yes.
You're right.
So fucking even less of a chance.
Double action.
You got to pull the hammer back.
Oh, God. No, honestly, you don't have to with all revolvers, but even if you don't have to pull the hammer back, revolvers are so hard to pull the trigger. Okay, that's hilarious. I didn't even think of that. You're right.
We're talking about a revolver going off.
Oh, that's amazing.
We're talking about...
But Royce, come on, man. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to him. Maybe he...
Yeah, I know. Actually, the worst thing that ever happened to him was doing that fucking Trump impression.
Thank you, people of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
It was pretty bad.
Somebody said single action revolver for being historically accurate in the movie. Yeah, there you go. He's right.
It's the interview the world has been waiting for.
Even now, I find it hard to believe that. It just doesn't seem real to me.
His voice cracking with emotion and wiping away tears.
Oh, yeah,
Alec Baldwin
but I don't see
speaks
any
about
tears.
accidentally killing his cinematographer, Helena Hutchins.
She was someone who was loved by everyone who worked with and liked by everyone who worked with. And
then why'd you kill her?
Why'd you do that?
Yeah, I'm not guilty.
That's not what the other lawyer said.
Yeah, why'd you kill her with a gun?
Why'd you shoot her? Sorry, he didn't pull the trigger. The gun fired itself. Bro, he's lying.
Admired.
Oh, come on.
There it is.
Come on.
There it is. There it is.
Fuck you.
There it is. You know, the problem is that he learned gun safety in his wife's homeland of Spain.
He's crying like a bitch who just got caught cheating.
Really sorry.
Remember when he tried to convince us that his wife was Spanish and not from Southie?
Oh, you mean Hilaria?
You mean Hillary?
Yeah, Hillary.
Oh, okay, cool.
From Boston.
From Boston, yes, exactly. How do you say cucumber?
We have very few ingredients. We have tomatoes. We have how do you say anything? Cucumbers.
Also, she's actually pretty hot, and she'd be even hotter if she just had a trashy Boston accent.
Yeah, of course.
She'd be way better as a person. I'd be like, I like this Hillary child. I like Alec Baldwin's wife.
Man, for somebody who's supposed to be such a good actor, he's a terrible actor.
The gun just went off. Now we got to go to the car. All right, I like her. I like this bitch.
Walk into the car with a gun in one hand and a fucking Sam Adams in the other hand, half drinking Sam Adams in the other hand.
There's an alternate. There's an alternate universe, Hilaria Baldwin that I'm in love with, who sounds like the chick from Ted.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I would like kick so much ass at Mommin.
Dude,
The bear's girlfriend.
I imagine her right in a half cut off Patriots jersey with her belly out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Walking with a gun in one hand, right? Okay, we'll go to one hand. A half drinking warm at this point. Sam Adams in the other hand, going like, Alec, the gun went off again. Alec.
And then she just falls, and the Sam Adams breaks in her hand, and she cuts her hand.
And then she just wraps it up with the bottom half of her shirt and asks for another Sam Adams.
You know what, dude? I'm falling in love with this fake Hilaria Baldwin.
Isn't that way better? That way better?
Just be yourself.
Oh, fuck, man. Somebody said Sam Adams fucking sucks. I know, but she's Southie trash.
Yes.
You have to understand, in this scenario, she's Southie trash.
Yeah, cut off fucking shorts and a fucking, like you said, like a fucking, like either a Patriots jersey or like a Red Sox shirt, like put open, like Dude, over a fucking tank top.
I'm telling you, man. You're right. Oh, God. And the tank top has a stain on it.
Yes, of course it does. Yes, of course. Wait, I'm trying to think of what kind of stain. What's a Boston food?
Hold on. She got clam chowder on her fucking. She got clam chowder on her fucking tank top.
Oh, I got a stain on my shirt. Later we were having crab cakes.
Oh, fuck.
Shit. Again, I just picturing Royce had the best line of her cutting her hand and then just wrapping it and being like, I need another beer.
Give me another beer. Fucking what?
And then she's not even from Boston. She's from like Worcester.
Right. Oh, fuck.
Worcester, miss. Oh, I'm sorry, Alec. Let's go on. I'm sorry. Guys, Alec Baldwin just had the worst time of his life. Let's try to comfort him.
Oh, fuck, man. That was really funny, man. That's all I'm thinking of now. Is her in her terrible cut-off jean shorts with an ankle tattoo of a dolphin or something.
Oh, yeah, just something real trashy.
Yeah, something just fucking really bad. MT's got a good point, by the way. I apologize. I said a dolphin ankle tattoo. It's a shamrock ankle tattoo.
Oh, that's perfect.
It would be a shamrock ankle tattoo.
A shamrock.
Yes, and by the way, tramp stamp of guess what? The Fighting Irish. Sorry, Mersh, we didn't even finish the Alec video. We have to try, okay?
Baldwin was interviewed by ABC News' George Stephanopoulos.
The guy, the spin man, Stephanopoulos. Whenever you need a spin, you send in Stephanopoulos. He's always a spin dude for any left-wing people and actors. Always.
It wasn't in the script for the trigger to be pulled.
Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
So you never pulled the trigger?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them. Never.
But you did, and then they died, and another.
How did the gun fire then? Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
Those are the best people in that movie.
Real bullet get on that set.
I have no idea. Someone put a live bullet in a gun. A bullet that wasn't even supposed to be on the property.
And then the gun fired itself on top of it. What a fucking
5-year-old
series of mishaps.
It's like a 5-year-old lying to his mom.
I don't know.
The bullet wasn't even supposed to be there.
Okay, but they put the bullet in and then the gun still went off. How did that happen? I don't know.
I didn't pull the trigger.
Stephanopoulos spoke about the exclusive sit-down on Good Morning America today.
You know, I've done thousands of interviews in the last 20 years at ABC. This was the most intense I've ever experienced.
Again, this guy, if you need somebody to show up with a mop to clean up whenever lefty people do shit, always.
Stephanopoulos is your guy.
This is the guy. This is their dude. This is the fucking used to work for Obama. Wasn't he Obama's speechwriter or something like that?
Clinton too.
Also, yes, correct. Yes, you're right.
He's a Clinton guy. That's how far back he goes.
Yeah.
So raw. I mean, as you can imagine, he's devastated. But he was also very candid. He was very forthcoming.
Was he? Because he said that he didn't pull the trigger and the gun went off. So it doesn't sound very candid.
Yeah, it sounds like he was doing something that actors like to call lying.
Yeah, dude, I swear, man, out of everything he said, this is the most egregious. Like,
of course.
You're trying to... And now they're going to turn this into why all guns need to be banned forever.
Right, because they fire themselves.
They go off by themselves.
Every question, is this the worst thing?
You know what would have been great is that if Kyle Rittenhouse, like if this had happened sooner and then Kyle Rittenhouse got off on the gun went off by itself defense.
That would have been hilarious.
Look, you got to believe Alec Baldwin. You got to believe me.
Yep.
Every question, is this the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because all
right, now to be fair, we were shitting on him earlier about saying that's the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Stephanopoulos said it.
That's my point. My point is this is even worse because what kind of fucking retard news journalist, respected news journalist goes, so you just killed somebody. Is this the worst thing that's ever happened to you? No. The worst thing that ever happened to me is marrying a lying bitch. That's the worst thing that ever happened to me. But this is like top 5. Top 5.
By the way, he already hates his wife too because man, when they had that one segment where they were talking, remember when she started talking and he was like, "All right,
yes,
excuse me."
Did that? I'm like, "Oh, I know that move. We've all been in that relationship where you're like, let me talk. Let me talk."
I think back and I think of what could I have done.
Not shot her would have been my number one thing, right?
Dude, it's so weird because...
And how morbid these fucking news companies are. Like, how morbid... Because they haven't... The whole interview, I think, is tonight, right? But, boy, they're selling it like a pay-per-view, you know?
Have you seen the video of Will Smith being, like, the complete opposite of Alec Baldwin?
Extravagant in a second.
Terrible gun safety.
Oh yeah. We actually played it on the show.
We did play it on the show. Yeah, that's right.
But that's a popular one. So Will Smith on the set of the Suicide Squad, one of the extras picked up one of the guns and was waving it around, and Will Smith grabs it, first off he pushes it away from aiming people, grabs it, then checks the fucking checks to see if it's loaded, puts it, and then puts it back down.